Reasons for the growth of popular consciousness. Introduction. Popular consciousness means the common beliefs, customs, traditions, and social feelings of the people. It is closely connected with the historical school of law, especially the theory of Volksgeist given by Savigny. According to this view, law develops from the collective will and consciousness of society, not suddenly by legislation. The growth of popular consciousness occurred due to several historical and social reasons. Reasons for the growth of popular consciousness. Popular consciousness means the common beliefs, customs, traditions, and feelings of the people. It is closely connected with the historical school of law, which believes that law develops from society itself. The idea gained importance when jurists realized that law cannot be created only by logic or authority, but must reflect the social life and culture of the people. Several historical and social factors led to the growth of popular consciousness in the development of law. Reaction against natural law theory. Natural law theory was based on abstract ideas of reason, morality, and justice. These ideas were often vague and difficult to apply in real social conditions. People felt that such laws ignored the actual customs, traditions, and needs of society. As a result, there was a reaction against natural law theory. This led to the growth of popular consciousness, which emphasized law based on people's social practices and beliefs. Reaction against arbitrary legislation. Sudden and imposed laws by rulers were often unacceptable to society. People preferred laws that grew naturally from their customs and habits. This strengthened the belief that law should come from popular acceptance. Arbitrary legislation refers to laws made suddenly by rulers without considering the wishes and traditions of the people. Such laws were often forced on society and were not easily accepted. People felt that law should not be imposed from above but should grow naturally from social customs and habits. This reaction against arbitrary legislation increased the importance of popular consciousness. It emphasized that law must have social acceptance to be effective. Influence of nationalism. The rise of nationalism in Europe increased respect for national culture, history, and traditions. Each nation wanted its own laws based on its social identity, leading to the growth of popular consciousness. The rise of nationalism played an important role in the growth of popular consciousness. People began to feel proud of their national history, culture, language, and traditions. Each nation wanted laws that reflected its own social values and identity, not foreign or imposed rules. This strengthened the belief that law should grow from the spirit and traditions of the people. As a result, popular consciousness became an important factor in the development of law. Importance of custom and tradition. Customs were followed for generations and were deeply rooted in society. People trusted customary rules more than artificial laws. This made popular consciousness an important factor in legal development. Customs and traditions are practices followed by people for a long time and accepted as binding. They are deeply rooted in social life and are easily understood and obeyed by people. Since customs reflect the habits, beliefs, and values of society, people trusted them more than imposed laws. This increased the importance of popular consciousness in the development of law. Thus, custom and tradition became a strong foundation for legal rules. Historical study of law. Scholars began studying law historically and found that law evolved with society. This showed that law was a product of social experience, encouraging respect for popular consciousness. The historical study of law showed that law does not develop suddenly but grows gradually with society. Scholars studied ancient legal systems and found that laws evolved from customs, traditions, and social practices. This proved that law is closely connected with the history and culture of the people. As a result, greater importance was given to popular consciousness in understanding and developing law. Failure of pure rationalism. Pure logic and reason could not solve all social problems. Practical experience showed that social needs and values are equally important. This led to greater reliance on popular consciousness. Pure rationalism believed that law could be created only by reason and logic, without considering social realities. In practice, Such laws often failed because they ignored the customs, traditions, and needs of the people. Reason alone could not solve complex social problems. This failure showed that law must be based on social experience and popular beliefs. As a result, popular consciousness gained importance in the development of law. Failure of pure rationalism. Pure logic and reason could not solve all social problems. Practical experience showed that social needs and values are equally important. This led to greater reliance on popular consciousness. Pure rationalism believed that law could be created only by reason and logic, without considering social realities. In practice, such laws often failed because they ignored the customs, traditions, and needs of the people. Reason alone could not solve complex social problems. This failure showed that law must be based on social experience and popular beliefs. As a result, popular consciousness gained importance in the development of law. Need for social acceptance of law. Laws based on social acceptance are easier to follow and enforce. This increased its importance. For a law to be effective, it must be accepted by the people. Laws that ignore social beliefs and customs are often resisted and disobeyed. People naturally follow rules that reflect their values, traditions, and way of life. Therefore, law based on popular consciousness gains respect and obedience. This need for social acceptance played a major role in the growth of popular consciousness. Conclusion. The growth of popular consciousness was due to the failure of abstract theories, rise of nationalism, importance of customs, and need for socially accepted laws. It emphasized that law should develop from the life, history, and culture of the people. Thus, popular consciousness became a key factor in the historical development of law. The growth of popular consciousness shows that law cannot be created only by reason or authority. Reactions against natural law theory, arbitrary legislation, and the failure of pure rationalism, along with the influence of nationalism, customs, traditions, and historical study, proved that law must reflect the life and culture of the people. For law to be effective, it must have social acceptance. Thus, popular consciousness became an important basis for the historical development of law.